If I could use magic, I would turn myself into a real-life SCP. What enormous properties would you have? I mean, aren't you already a real-life SCP? You're an alien. Why would you use magic to become something you already are? Like, well, I don't understand. Alright, we got 2 offers this time. One has no offers page, which is Spooky Bee. And the other one is Famine Pulse, which, looking at the list, the last one was 2862. 2862 was the last one we had from Famine Pulse. Oh, which was the owl that, like, if he looks at you, he can like fucking telekinetically like throw you around, and then like, oh, you shrink down and will try to eat you. Yeah. Little shithead of now. But now with Spooky Bee and Famine Pulse, we got. I'll have to show you guys that because I have no idea how to even like pronounce that. Look at this. Here we go. Ihct. I actually want to click on translate just to see what happens. It would be wild if there was. I don't think it's is able to translate. It's probably like having a freak out looking at that word as well. Yeah, no, there's nothing. Also, you know what's crazy? It's crazy to look down here and not see more SCPs. Because we are reaching the end of the 2000s, like, because like usually when I reach like here, right, I'll be like, oh yeah, look at that, there's 2,900, but looking there, I'm like, oh my god, there's nothing. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. While not being tested, SCP-2973 is to remain in a locked plastic case in storage site 12. Television, smartphones, or any other device that has a display screen should remain outside of SCP-2973, 10 meters transfer radius. That is a language I understand. What does it mean? Tell us, oh wise one. Oh wise alien one, tell us. In the event that security around SCP-2973 is compromised, on-site personnel must power down the affected devices. In the event that SCP-2973 has rendered this impossible, physical destruction is permitted. Testing of SCP-2973 and -1 requires the approval of Level 2 administrative personnel. SCP-2973 is an object identical. Did I say 2 before? No, a Tamagotchi brand virtual pet toy. Hey, Tamagotchi. It means redacted. I can't say. Okay, I see how it is. I thought we were friends here, but I see you rather betray my trust. Discovered in an elementary school in Albany, New York. The device was located when local reports were cross-referenced regarding a computer virus plaguing the school. All television, computers, and phones in the schools were rendered inoperable to the irreparable screen malfunction at the time of its recovery. The anomalous property of SCP-2973 manifests when the device is turned on. When activated, SCP-2973 will display a blank screen with a pixel depiction of a tombstone in the center of the screen, from which a new pixel sprite will emerge. This new sprite appears visually identical to typical Tamagotchi sprites, with the exception of X symbols where I sprites would typically be. Oh, meaning they're dead. The user of SCP-2973 cannot interact with this sprite in any way attributed to a traditional use of a Tamagotchi toy. This character is referred to as -1. According to the other author page, like this, Spooky Bee does have an author page, and his last was 2869. 2869 was the last one from Spooky Bee, which was the... Yeah, it was like making different types of centaurs. Yeah. The one like yeah, it was like basically like, you know, different animal body bottom and then like human body up top. The one that was mentioned was like a caterpillar with caterpillar with like a female body and like a weird head. Also, why does like Discord not show the office page, then why is there no link to it? Is that just like it's like there's just no like link connecting it? That's odd. The anomalous properties. Where was I? Oh yeah. -1 can exit the boundaries of SCP-2973's screen to appear on another electronic display. While inside of a display screen, -1 is capable of interacting with file thumbnails as if they were physical objects, but cannot access the program functions of the files themselves. -1 will often consume these thumbnails and in turn destroy the files. While it is present on a display outside of SCP-2973, it will then produce waste pixels in a fashion typical of a Tamagotchi pet after feeding. Devices containing waste pixels from -1 exclude an odor typical of animal feces. Ugh. While -1 is inside of the device aside from SCP-2973, the user can interact with it through the device's main interface. Mouse, touchscreen, touchpad, etc. -1 can be then picked up and manipulated in this manner. -1 will avoid directly interacting with the user at all times, and will instead attempt to consume files the user deems important as dictated by how often the user accesses the files. So here we have Addendum A, Testing Event 58, Presiding Researcher Dr. Holland's transcript. So at 22 o'clock, SCP-2973 is placed next to the mundane Tamagotchi virtual pet that has been activated 5 minutes prior to the testing, the subject. 22:15. -1 turns to the subject. 22:30, the subject begins buzzing, although it has already been fed. This action typically indicates that the Tamagotchi requires feeding. After executing a discipline function on the subject, it continues to buzz. 22:31, -1 approaches the subject's device. Same minute, -1 enters the subject's screen. 22:35, the subject's device emits a continuous buzzing. The subject disappears into the right side of the screen and is followed by -1. -1 continues chasing the subject in a scrolling parallax. Okay, so like the person holding the Tamagotchi basically went into the Tamagotchi, if I'm understanding this correctly. 22:36, the subject are not depicted on the screen, the buzzing becomes erratic and then stops. Oh no. Uh-oh. 22:50, SCP-2973, -1 and the testing subject remains inactive for the extended period. 23:32, -1 emerges from the side of the screen, followed by a new instance of -1. The new instance of -1 displays visual similarities to the Tamagotchi pixel sprite from the subject's display screen. And then B, testing event 59, presiding researcher Breen transcript. Another random fact, my big sister used to have a Tamagotchi brand virtual pet toy when she was younger. I think majority of kids back in the 90s to early 2000s had Tamagotchis. I don't think that's a random fact. Fun fact, I think like almost every kid in Europe had one. Like I remember like my entire like class had Tamagotchis. In this test, SCP-2973 was placed beside a powered-off television to view the effect it has on such display screens. The test was conducted in an isolated chamber using robotic manipulation. Not me, I had my skinwalker dog friend when I was younger instead. Fair enough. 12:20. SCP-2973 is placed next to the powered-off television. 12:22. -1 moves to the top of its screen and then vanishes. 14:23. -1 cannot be located for 2 hours. The television is powered on and -1 is not present inside of it. 14:23 again. -1 unexpectedly appears on the security monitor of the surveillance booth and approaches the robot on the surveillance screen. -1 is not visible in the testing chamber proper. 14:24, -1 approaches the robot and begins consuming it. Oh. Loud metallic crashing and grinding can be heard within the testing chamber, although -1 is not visible and the physical robot shows no signs of damage. 14:40, -1 remains on screen for 15 minutes before producing a waste pixel sprite. Personnel present in the surveillance booth report an overpowering scent typical of animal feces. Dash 1 then moves towards the security door and begins headbutting it. Loud crashing can be heard within the room. 1442, security vacates the security surveillance booth and seals the testing chamber behind an emergency containment door at the protocol as of Protocol 12-17. In the event of anomalous manifestation in non-containment wing of Site 12, all entries are exits affected by the effect. Event or entity must activate the emergency containment blast doors. Power to the surveillance booth is switched off. 1445, cameras and monitors are reactivated. 1446, Dash 1 is no longer present on the security monitor and has reappeared on SCP-2973. The manipulation robot emits a vibrating noise for 1 hour afterwards and smells strongly of copper, although it shows no signs of damage. Containment procedures have been updated. I need to see something real quick again. Okay. I understand now. The fact that Dash 1 can just like hop into any like electronic device and cause some shenanigans. I see it now, guys. You know, okay. The title, Ihct is Tamagotchi backwards. that now we know. Now we know. Tamagotchi backwards with a bunch of interesting like random signs. Okay. Like I say random at the end, like you finally understand. As if you knew. As if you knew, mechanic. You're over here like, yeah. Like what you didn't know from the very beginning. You little shithead.